Hi everyone, this is Felicia, owner and operator of Therapy for the Soul, and this is the weekly angel message for the week of May 27th. So this is the last week of May, and we're getting ready to go into the fullness of summer. So as we're going into summer, Archangel Michael wanted to share a message with you guys here today, and it is, you are divinely supported. He puts forth this message as to say, if you had one remedy for fears, worries, anxieties, even as much as how you're going to handle the busyness of summer, how are you going to manage all the kids, how you're going to manage all of your schedules, and you start getting worried about things, which is a form of fear, that if you knew and you really understood that you were divinely supported, that you would be fearless. You wouldn't worry. You would know that everything you need and all the help that you need is within an arm's reach, even as much as within a prayer. You know, often what I see in our human self is that we don't want to bother people with asking for help. We feel like it's going to make us weaker, or really just don't want to bother people sometimes. And really, you got to know that help is right there for you. You are actually not meant to do all of this on your own. One thing I really learned in my studies of angels was why angels were created by God. And so when God created people, in that exact moment, he created a spiritual assistant level. And that was the realm of the angels. He created a whole choir of angels that would watch over us individually, from the guardian angels to us planetarily, as far as the archangels. The archangels are the hierarchy of the 9 choirs. Each of them has a specific role. Archangel Michael is to help us to live on purpose and to keep us out of our fears. He's come to many throughout history, and I'm sure that he's come to you once or twice when you've been afraid, and suddenly you'd feel a flash of hope, feel a moment of optimism, feel a moment of faith, however that is defined for you. So if there are things, and if he's speaking to this, there's a message in the collective of people are needing some help right now. And sometimes you're the one who needs help, and sometimes you're the one who helps others. You know, one big thing that I've always learned is if you're getting caught up in the smallness of things with yourself, be of service to someone else. Even as much as today, I wasn't quite feeling doing a video, but I felt that if I did, it would uplift me, that it would get me out of what I'm thinking about and offer that I could be of help to someone else. You know, when I was meditating on this, he showed me the dream in the poem that many of you know of, Footprints. And it's this man having a dream, and in that he starts seeing his life and walking along the sands, and if the sky was showing him his dreams. And he noticed there were times when there were 2 sets of footprints, and then other times when there was only one. And in that, he posed a question to God and said, in the moments when I'm feeling the lowest, I notice there's only one set of footprints. And he felt, God, would that be the moment that you abandoned me? And the response was from the Lord is saying, in those moments, I wasn't walking with you. I was carrying you. That he was helping him, and he was lifting him up in those moments when he felt the lowest. So if that is for you right now, lift up and know that you are being lifted. Also, if you are one that resonates with you and you know somebody who is struggling, it's time to reach out and do something for them. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to give us a message on how we can know that we're divinely supported, and then how we can help ourselves and how we can help others. So he says that you know you're divinely supported, and it's the card about the crown chakra. And that is a chakra that's about faith and about prayers. So when there's something going on with you and you need a little help, put it into a prayer. Turn it over to God and say, offer me the guidance, offer me the assistance to show me the way to navigate through this challenge. To how do I, even if as much as your prayer is like, how can I be of service today? That's a great prayer. And then God will bring you some synchronicity, something that comes across your feed, an email, a phone call, a text. And think of that as the response in that moment. Even a bird just flew right into my yard. And then how can we help ourselves? He says, so be willing to let go of things that are weighing you down. Clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. So if you want to help yourself, forgive others, decide that you rather choose the path of peace, and know that that's really about the way to help yourself. When you're carrying anger, you're carrying your fears, that takes away from your vision, takes away from your dreams, it takes away your power. So tune in to the prayerful state and say, I am willing to forgive, God. Clear me of this past pain. Clear me of this anger. I feel that happening in myself right now. Clear this from my body and return peacefulness and light to me. And then how you can help others. So it says be a guide for someone else. This is about our power animals and our spirit guides. To know that you are a guide for other people. Sometimes people do really need someone to help to guide them through, to offer them, even to pass along this video to somebody who's struggling and saying, there's some guidance here for you. You know, when you're struggling, it's often you don't know which way to go or what to do. And sometimes, and I even offer this to my children sometimes there are people that have been through things that you haven't been through, or they've been through what you've been through, and they're going to be able to offer you a different perspective. Perspective is a great thing because often you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see that somebody's carrying you and they're not leaving you. So sometimes offer for other people, there's a new perspective. I challenge you guys in the social media this week to offer a higher perspective of situations, to put out positive messages, to put out positive images. So when someone comes across your feed, they might find that right quote that they need. They might find that right image that they need. They may just understand. And if you just typed into your feed, you are loved and supported. You are divinely loved and supported. And I want you to know that you are divinely loved and supported. And in any moment, the angels are there. Just even right now, I felt a tingle through my spine. Archangel Michael is saying that if you want to be free of your fears and doubts, know you are supported. That in the challenging times, it's not when you're abandoned, it's when you're surrounded. So I send you love this week. I send you light. Angel blessings. Namaste.